Setup's working really well actually. So in today's episode, we're installing a Sandheimer shower tent. As I said, if you're a young country bloke like me, you don't mind if, you strip off every now and then if you're going for a dive at the beach, for example, or you're having a shower out in the bush. In fact, one of my fondest memories, no, I'm not going to say that. This essentially is an ensuite that you strap into the back of your car, side of your car, onto your roof racks, however you want to mount it to your vehicle. We'll work that out in a sec. Essentially what this is, it's a awning that comes out from your vehicle and provides you with a bit of privacy, which is important if you're on a long trip, you're away from amenities, maybe you've got your missus with you and she's a bit more concerned about privacy than you yourself generally would be. It is called a shower tent, however you can also use it as some kind of an ensuite. If you've got a chemical toilet, for example, you can set that up and use it as like a bathroom, so to speak. So what we're going to do today is we're going to install this shower tent on my vehicle. I want to install this shower tent in a way that is somewhat different to the way you would generally install a shower tent. So generally speaking, you would install your shower tent something like this. That's how you would normally want a shower tent to sit, on top of your roof racks or your flat rack, whatever you've got. What we're going to do is this. This is how the shower tent is going to sit. One thing that I'm well aware of is the fact that this shower tent is designed to sit on the top of a vehicle, for example. So the actual tent itself, the sides, will come down very low to the ground. I'm aware that potentially once that tent is set up, the bottom might sort of touch the ground, accumulate a bit of dirt, etc. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and we'll work out whether we can maybe shorten the sides of the shower tent for my personal use, or maybe it won't be a problem at all. So let's have a look, get stuck into the installation, and we'll work it out when we come to it. So the shower tent itself, in terms of inclusions, comes with a number of nuts, bolts, little wrenches to do your installation. The way I understand is it's essentially designed to clamp down onto a roof rack as you would a rooftop tent, but my installation will be slightly different to that. We also have this. I have no idea what this is. As far as I can determine, this is for maybe hanging your shower head off. These here are our little pegs for pegging down the bottom of the tent. So I've just been thinking about the best way to mount these brackets to the tray rack, and I'm thinking that it would be good if this shower tent could be like a removable item, an item that I use or only put on the vehicle when I'm actually going on a trip, and that way I can take it off if I'm not going on a trip. That way it doesn't get in the way if I'm getting into some sort of car parking, or maybe it doesn't bring any attention from law enforcement because it's sticking out the side of the vehicle, so to speak. One of the best ways of making it so that an item is removable that you install to your vehicle is a rivet nut. It's like a pop rivet. Drill a hole, insert the rivet nut, clamp it so it clicks. That way you've got a permanent thread that sits on the rack. So what we need to do right now is we need to measure exactly where to drill the holes, insert the rivet nuts, mount the bracket, and then we'll move on to the next step. What do you reckon? That looks pretty tidy to me. Nice sort of smooth flat head bolts here. Allen key, so it's not exactly easy for someone to come and flog. So we'll tighten it up nicely and repeat this process on the other bracket. So in terms of actually mounting the shower tent to the brackets, you've got these two slides that run along the rear of the shower tent, and it comes with 4 nuts and 4 bolts. What we do is we remove the end cap and we slide the bolt all the way on. So 2 on the top row, 2 on the bottom row. We take the shower tent, we line up the bolts with the holes, and we mount it on the bracket. So the shower tent is installed, and I think it's sitting quite nice actually. It looks kind of cool, adds a little something extra to the car. What we're going to do now is we'll fold it out and see what it's got to offer. Now obviously not every single one of you out there is going to have a shower to use with your four-wheel drive. I personally use a type of solar shower, so you fill up a little water sack with water and leave it in the sun, and it heats up naturally that way. So what I'll do now is show you my shower setup. So we're inside a little ensuite, and as you can see, there's a fair bit of room, you know, from one side to the other. There's enough room in here to do what you got to do. Now I'm 6'2", not super tall but not short either, and at this height I'm pretty comfortable that nobody can see the goodies that I've got hidden behind this this shower tent screen here. Alright, so that's enough gas bagging. Let's get in and take a dip. Been for a swim, water was freezing cold, very sandy, and yeah, I'm getting eaten by the sun. So, time for a rinse off. Let's see how we go. Now, first off, I'm not naked. Don't be getting any ideas YouTube with demonetizing this video. Setup's working really well actually. I've got, you know, my shower ready to go. I've got my little clothes and stuff up on the side here. This shower tent comes with a little pouch here, so you can put your fresh underwear or whatever you want in there. You can also put a bar of soap or something like that in there as well, or your shampoo. Another cool feature that you can't see right now is it comes with an LED strip that runs along the front here. So if you jump in the shower a little bit late, you can still see what you're doing. Plugs into your typical 12-volt USB port. So my fridge has got one of those, so I'll plug straight into there. Most of these will have like a control panel, either prefab or some sort of a setup that's got a USB port, because we use it for our phone chargers in this modern age. But aside from that, this shower tent is a beautiful addition. If you like a bit of privacy and like the outdoors, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.